First of all, what's his dynamic at the opening?
Forte piano.
Forte piano. Yeah. Was that okay for you?
Well,
it's a new piano, I know. For you.
I played it.
Yeah. I'm curious. If he marked it fortissimo, what would you do?
Probably fill out the voicing more. I can go louder, but I don't want to be harsh.
No. I find that opening quite aggressive. Mm. Do you have a mood in mind? Do you have a characterization?
Stern.
Stern. Wonderful. Austere.
Mm. Something distant about it, too.
Yeah. And something deeply tragic, I think, deeply sad, not your soap opera sad, but really kind of desolate. I think, first of all, for my taste, it's loud. Mm-hmm. And the pedal you're using gives it a kind of, you put the pedal down, which means all the strings are reverberating sympathetically, and it gives it a kind of richness. Have you ever thought of playing this first chord without pedal? Having only those, 7 string, 7 times 3.
Shall I try it?
Yeah. Listen. Right. What do you, once you play that chord, I mean, if you were the Vienna Philharmonic or Berlin Philharmonic, I guess you'd be dependent on the idiot who's conducting sometimes. No, they have good conductors. What, do you set up an internal pulse? How do you know when to play the second chord?
I feel a kind of heartbeat. Do, do, do,
da,
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 da, da. And I slightly double dot, which I'm not sure is.
No, that's okay.
So I do
but
feel...
it's not consistent. They are not the same. They really have to be. And that sternness, da, 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 pom, 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 pa. I really think it's useful if you feel those 30 seconds between the two, then da, 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 then you know they're the same speed. Mm-hmm. Your second one is almost invariably slower. Mm. So just there, da, 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 da.
So, yeah. 1, 2.
Yeah, that's better. Do it again. Yeah, that's a speck early. There's a definition for rhythmic playing that's kind of snarky that I've come up with, but it really works. Rhythmic playing, I think, is playing as late as possible without being too late. Da 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 dum and beautiful. That, I think, is in time. Yeah. Can that be more kind of yearning, more? It's a little ta-ta. It's all a little aggressive.
Is it?
That's better. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And beautiful. And no, ta-ta. It's not better. You see, you also hear the interval, da-da, in the left hand. You're not catching the first 16th in the pedal, which is good. You're taking the melodic quality away. When you put the pedal down and catch the bottom note, you make it harmonic instead of melodic. How about you know, this is a mechanism. It's a diabolical mechanism. It's a Rube Goldberg madman kind of mechanism. But believe it or not, we can, through minute gradations that emanate from a little give at the knuckles, or sliding more, there. That was a different sound. How about that? And it was the same loudness. You might even give a little, make sure that you do. Have you ever tried that? Just to, yeah, that's it. Yeah. You know, we deal basically in two dimensions. We deal in the dimension of dynamics, which is loud and soft and everything in between. And we deal in the dimension of time. And there is a kind of precision, a kind of exactitude when something is really, really, really in time. It's almost, it sets something inside of us resonating, vibrating to something that's absolutely in time, and it becomes irresistible. The other thing that's terribly important, people talk about the connection between science and music, or to be specific, music and math. Yeah, you know, one deals with fractions, quarter notes, half notes, 16ths, all that. There is a kind of relationship to math, but the real connection between science and music is between music and physics. Because music is movement, and music is subject to all those laws that pertain to movement. When you do, it's amazing. We are taught as kids to learn to equalize, make sure that you can, that the fifth finger is as strong as the thumb, in other words, so that you can play them all absolutely equal, which is fine for a machine, but it has nothing to do with the ebb and flow of direction. And this last time when we did it, there was no direction. You I'm going towards the E flat now. And before you did, it was kind of absolutely mathematical. I have a feeling. That's it. You can even go, yes, da, da, go ahead, repeat it and go on. And T, da, da, T, da, T. Yeah. You kind of hit that.
I'm responding to his sforzando.
Yeah,
Was
okay.
was it too down?
Now, interesting. Because I contend that there is actually a difference in the speed with which you push the note down if you play on the tip of the finger or if you play on the pad of the finger. And most of your playing, I think, is with a rounded finger, the tip, and that puts the key down very fast. If you play more on the pad of the finger is elongated. The key, in a sense, becomes the extension of the finger. And in order to play, you slide at T, so that becomes a kind of T, especially if you allow like a string player's bow, an up bow, T gets an expressive aspect to it instead of a percussive aspect. You want to play it with a long finger, that A flat. And, yes, you can even follow through more. Yes. Does that give you another
It sends it
possibility?
Forward. Yeah.
Yes.
Instead
exactly.
of down.
Right.
It's more horizontal.
Yes. And that, I think, is a basic problem in thinking about piano playing. One has this idea that the keys go down. Actually, they go lengthwise, they slide. Good. Not too expressive. Here, sing. Pum, 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 pum. Right. Beautiful. Just stern. Yeah, that's not really even. You're playing a little bit on the fast side.
I need to
Ta 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 tom.
This is what I meant about consistency. I've already forgotten my tempo from the beginning.
Yeah.
So I was going.
Nice. Right. Do me a favor once. Try to. Go with the arm, go forward, and da dee dee da. Slide. Better. Nice. Good, I think go ahead. Now listen to your left hand, even, all of them. Now the forte one's coming up. Yeah, again, you're playing them down so they get that slightly hard. Yes, but you slowed down your... Better. Don't change that. More. Each one. Good for you. Don't hit it. Keep your hand in touch with the key. You're coming off the key and hitting it. No, you're coming off the key. Stay on. That's it. That's right. You really, in a sense, have to treat the keyboard the way a string player uses the bow on the string. the extraordinary variety they have available to them in how they bow, on the string, off the string, fingerboard, bridge, amount of pressure, speed of bow. I contend, I submit to the court that the piano is subject to those same laws. Good, that was nice. Any place in there? 3. Good. Yeah, they're all the same. I don't get do, do, di, do, di. Something. That's what, a deceptive cadence.
Sure.
You're not deceived. And
if
you're not deceived, we're not deceived.
I want it to be magic, but I don't know if the A flat chord should be more or less.
Less, earlier, later. Yeah, you got to play around with it, sure. No, you're playing that faster. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, that sounds artificial somehow, and it interrupts. Maybe a little diminuendo.
I like that. So 2 of them more.
Beautiful. 4. 1. Slide, flat finger. Yes. Slide as you ride. Nice. Even slide on that. I really. Syncopations, I think, are kind of extraordinary, and they're worthy of a little extra. Right. Yeah. Can there be a kind of suppressed excitement in this? It just seems kind of fast and loud, and doesn't really. What is in? I have always found that if you can sing what you're playing and get what you want, then you've got the right thing in your ear. I don't mean sing like, Pavarotti, hit all the right notes. I mean, sing the kind of articulation, the kind of attack. There's and that means actually moving your arm that way a little bit. Quiet. Yes, stop. Yeah, carry it through. Once more. Carry it through the dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da to that last one before you come back to the C. You're getting something. Yes. No.
Don't wait.
Yeah. Why? It's a hiccup. If you want to jump across the Grand Canyon and you stop in the middle, you're going to fall down.
Fair enough.
Do that slower in the right hand. The eighth notes, right? You start with the fifth. You repeat the fifth finger.
Because I hold it with the pedal and then.
Yeah.
Maybe 4?
I would do the 4. But that's yeah. But again, if you want a forte piano or something with that attack, you have to do it. You can't just think it. You have to do it physically. Rest your hand on mine. That's it. That's fast.
Yeah.
D.
It's like a quick slide in.
Slide in and back again, so you're ready for the next one. So in, out. Yeah, not quite. You don't come back out immediately. That's again. Wait a second. Rest. Put it on.
Sort of an immediate.
Yes, immediately back. Absolutely. That's better, but you're stopping there. You're not coming back out. You're not coming out, Ben. Better. Yeah. I don't hear that. Sorry. Yeah. I don't hear that clearly. That's better. Come to. Yeah. Good. Across those last bars, what do you want to hear? What's your tune?
I'm sort of caught in between either getting ending there or actually having a relax. I'm not quite sure. So
I would go to. I wouldn't do no.
Hear the leading tone every time.
Yes, each time. Top, bottom, top, bottom. That's the way the music goes. Yeah. Can you go to the top of it? Go to it. That's it. Good. Yeah, there's no retard. No retard. Now short, short those fifth fingers in both hands. Short. Loose. Now short. What's your goal there with this
Just sort of fly.
business? All right.
Imagine a paper airplane sort of.
Yes, absolutely. But go a little heavier with the arm going up, lighten up. In other words, what happens when you're driving and you turn the wheel to the right? Your body goes to the left. you set up centrifugal or centripetal. I'm not sure which is
I
which
always get
again.
them confused.
Yeah, force going around the corner. He said, that's not interesting. That's a machine. So every time you go around that corner, a little crash dim going around the corner.
So is it
Especially
more
there and less. Right. Da-da-dee-da-da. That's right.
So every time up should be a little more of a struggle.
Bit, yes.
Because to go against gravity requires more
exactly,
force. Okay.
Exactly. Subtle. Do it subtly, you know.
I was a little over the top, but
yeah.
I felt the motion.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it is cool. I was too digital for sure.
Yeah. Everybody's too. They're taught to be digital.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah, I think the G probably should be short. Yappa, papa. Short. No, you're pedaling it. That's it. And when you do them, you're coming off the keyboard. Keep them down. Keep the keys down. That's it. Can you go direct to that last chord? Don't hesitate. Absolutely drive irrevocably. That's Mr. Beethoven. Okay, do you feel how much more powerful that is?
Yes.
How much more irresistible it is?
Inexorable.
Right. Very good.